should simply relish the art of doing nothing.
Party to the sun. See you vibing with me. I just wanna see what's up. We just started. Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love, but we don't have to do it if you don't want. Do you really wanna see the sun?
Alright, hello VDC, welcome to tonight's first ever Apprentice game of playoffs. Today we're going to be seeing the face-off between MF, Capos, and FV Justicar, and I'm joined with my wonderful co-caster, Gojira. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's a great matchup here. This is the second one in the Apprentice play-ins. The first one of Cold Brew KC versus Nat 20's Arcane Archers was an interesting one. The second map went into overtime, and I'm hoping it's that exciting here today.
Absolutely. I'm hoping for a 3-map banger tonight, as these two teams have been showing some very ups and downs throughout the regular season, especially with these two being the closest seeded teams so far through playoffs. We're going to go ahead and look over at the at the standings. Here we have MF Capos sitting at 17 and 15 and FV sitting at 16 and 16. How does that make you feel about the matchup here today?
Honestly, this makes me feel like it's going to be a pretty close game. Like you mentioned, the third map is quite likely. But one thing to notice is that they really started to pick up after a lot of roster changes. MF with the pickup of Moss and FV with the pickup of Droom, which is an ex-MF player, is something I'm really excited and looking forward to here today.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to see that little revenge match for Drew tonight, as we're going to go ahead and look at the stats of MF here, the home team. As we see here, we have Legion sitting at a whopping 76 cast rate and 235 ACS, and Snowy as well at 230. And also Sean, who's coming back off of the IR after a little bit time spent on vacation. He's finally back here to play tonight, and he's ready to prove his point on why he deserves a spot on this roster.
Let's hope he's had a lot of rest and relaxation on that vacation and is here to pull off an absolute banger off a few maps and see where that takes them.
As we're going to go ahead and look over at FV stats over here. we're going to see it's a little bit closer here for the side of FV, only with Neon being the standout player with a 232 ACS, 1.08 kill death ratio. And it's really looking like even standings within everybody else on this team. I'm very excited to see how like a well-cohesive team, nobody playing for themselves, everybody just trying to stick together and pull out this win will appear tonight.
I agree. I think the average ACS of each of these teams are pretty equal. They're in pretty even footing. So this means that every member of their team collaborates to the win rather than just being a one-man show. And now let's move on to the playoff standings for Apprentice.
As we see here, KC Cold Brew moving up to the number 2 seed, and this is obviously our last match of playoffs. Whoever wins this match goes up against the number 1 seed of 808. It's got to be for sure a scary matchup for them, but first they're going to have to make it through tonight. As we're going to go ahead and look over our map bans here to see how they decide to play this one out.
So, really interesting map bans here from my perspective. I see that the first ban from Justicar, Final Verdict, banned Lotus. This is their most played map. They've played it about 8 times, so having it as the first ban is quite interesting to me. Then moving on to Summit, this is the Capos insta-ban. They've been banning this map every match they've played, so this is a quite logical pick. Moving on to... Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. We see
Yeah.
V pick up that Sunset and MF opting to start on that attack roll. Now, how do you feel about that?
I think this is quite of a strat from MF, since this is FV's least played map. They've only played it once. And I'm pretty sure they did lose that map. So this is quite a strat picked up from MF, as well as the Breeze pick. The next pick from FV, this is MF's least played map, where they've only played one map in Breeze, and they won that map. So we'll see how this plays out over the course of these 2 maps. I'm pretty sure it would be a 1-1 split I'm expecting, and going into the 3rd map here.
The 3rd map of Ascent here. I'm pretty sure both of these teams obviously enjoyed playing it. That is why it's the last map here together. As we're going to go ahead and get map bans underway, or not map bans, excuse me, agent select. As we see what's going on here, we see MF doing a little bit of trolling on the right side of your screen. Everybody needs to hover whatever they want besides Sean sticking through with his Vice pick, his signature agent, and everybody else on that side hovering Reyna. Oh, never mind, he has joined in.
Yo, we have 5 Reynas. It's a bit of replication gameplay here.
As we see them slowly log into their regular roles, seeing Legion on the fade, Stoey moving over to that Omen, Leah hopefully going to be moving over to that entry duelist, Sean on Senti, and Moss with her secondary duelist here. We're looking at the side of FV sitting here with a little bit of strange of a clove pick. I don't really see that too often within within like the higher up you go in VDC, but we did see it the other night between the match between Imp and FF, seeing them pick up that clove as we're going here into the game in just a couple seconds.
I think the clove pick on Sunset is understandable, considering it's not as big of a map as, let's say, Breeze or Summit. So it can work out. We'll just have to see how Stitch works on.
Absolutely, as we're gonna be rolling into this. So one thing I wanted to see was preferably that Omen. So I'm gonna be looking over to the side of MF for that, because there's a lot of high areas you can get onto, especially on that A bomb site, where you can set up for a nice little post plant. And all they really have to do that well is the chamber and the raise.
So first round here, we're looking at a split towards B, with the Neon going mid with the 5s. What do you think about this play?
I mean, it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a mid scuffle here. I mean, we see, obviously, we're seeing Drew challenge that mid space, and maybe with a little bit of help from Stitch as we're going in here. Drew not taking a shot, takes a shot, able to back up, and Leah still able to find that pick by sliding through the door before it's able to shut. As they go onto this free bomb site, Nobody here left to contest it. As you see Sean slowly just making his way back onto the site to group up with his team for this 5v4 post plan. They completely have the number situation here as you see FP slowly getting ready to retake this bomb site. Nade comes in to clear out a little bit, not too much. As you see them trying to go for a little market flood here. Shock dart comes through, not much damage throw up. Molly able to stall him out. As we see both teams just chucking out Usual, trying to get with the Legion, takes a swing, able to find one. IRS able to find a trade onto him. As we see them able to spin onto this backside, as the backside is completely held by MF, showing their prowess and gets blinded up. 1v4 and not able to find anything, only able to find the 2 kills, making it a little bit close, but with him blinded up, there was just no chance in IRS winning out that round.
Yo, quite a great round there from MF. We saw them take that early B space to market with Leah's neon kill on the chamber, and we saw them keep control of the B bomb site. Something interesting I found was that they did not really try to fight for more space in market or boba, which made that retake a bit easier on the side of FV.
As we're getting this round underway, we see the side of MF choosing to opt into buying 5 full rifles, pressuring into that market space again, just holding on to this mid control. Not really much being down there. Maybe want to scope out the defensive positions. Sean just holding on to that A main line as the smoke in top mids falls. Same with the one covering out that markets area. There's not much is really being done. Both of these teams sitting down. Sean spotting out one, and Leah able to find another opening pick, but Drew able to trade it out onto Snowy with her back turned to the bomb site. You see that MF opting to go over to this A bomb site after a little bit of a nice little market split that they were trying to bait out. Big Poppy Penguin left for everything to do, but Leah able to spot him out and get the kill. I see them just slowly able to make their way onto the swamp site with a nice little 4v3 post lane. But the problem is, Sitch was able to find that gun in mid. A Phantom was dropped. Little 5v4. Legion wanted to opt to take that space, but Stitch able to find a pick onto Leah. Legion able to find one into market. It's only 2 players left from this FV roster, but they both have the big rifles. Legion able to find one more. Flashes himself as he goes in there. Moss not able to find the thing on the Stitch, but Sean able to finally get that trade out, and that round was super costly for the side of MF. Them opting to buy 5 rifles, only able to keep the 2.
A pretty nice change of pace from the first round. Something that I did not like personally was having the solo lurk on Sean on the Vise. This would allow them to get a free gun if they managed to find the kill, which they did on the Omen. And this got FV a few more kills and made the round quite costly for MF.
Absolutely. As you see them going into this round with a little bit of a weak buy here, Leah only with that Sheriff, the one who's been able to open up these rounds, opting to choose the cheaper weaponry in place of Sean and Legion, able to find that as it looks like a 5-man B-pop was going to be coming through here. Nothing too crazy on this eco round. See Big Poppy Penguin and Drew, only 2 here to catch that bomb site. Smoke gets dropped, but they decide to pull the go trigger right after that. Molly goes down, able to section him off onto site. Drew has to teleport out as Big Poppy Penguin able to find the first round to Leah. Flashes out, not able to find anything yet as Moz chooses her timing to keep on going forward. Big Poppy Penguin able to find it out, but Snowy in the backstab, able to find one. Just a little smoke off. 4v3 here for the side of FB. Stitch able to find one. Sean's able to trade her out. And Drew and IRS able to find the last 2 kills as it looks like MF were just suffocated on that bomb site.
Yeah, pretty great retake from FV. The B-pop was a nice eco strat or bonus strat from MF, but now we're seeing Leah, Legion, and Moss all 1 away from their ultimate ability. So we'll see how this round plays out with these all ults available.
Absolutely, as it looks like there's going to be opting in for a little bit of just an A pop here. Nothing too crazy, just trying to keep it nice and simple, hoping that things will go better out on this round now. Neon throwing out the drone, gets spotted out by the Eye. Jake is having to back up as they're grabbing that ult orb, and it looks like the bomb site is just going to be riddled with FV members soon. Leah gets stand out by the dart, so does Moss as they just opt to go into the bomb site anyways. It was spot out, Neon on the bomb site, the lone anchor, not able to do anything with that. Stitch with a duel onto Snowy, Snowy able to find it out. Big Poppy Penguin able to find spam onto Leah as we're left into a 3v4 situation. FV trying to still opt into doing this. Their money is a little bit good. As we see Snowy able to find another one onto Big Poppy Penguin. Drew just left to sit there and wonder where the round went on. IRS Bounty Hunter, the last one standing on his team. 1v4 situation, not able to find anything out as MF are able to close out the round.
Shadows traveling.
Pretty great use of that Phoenix run it back to take over that A bomb site and explode out, get those kills, and win the round. It's 3-1 here now for MF versus FV.
Absolutely. You see FV still have that money inside of their bank, able to force up into this round. And the only one that's going to be taking a little bit big of a hit is IRS sitting on a lone sheriff here. As it looks like MF still just want to keep this simple. Instead of going 4-1 or doing that little slow default through mid they did round 2, they're doing what worked best for them and just slamming the bomb sites. As it looks like they chose the right bomb site again, going into the weaker one. Big Poppy Penguin left with the world to do here. Able to use the molly to stall, but Leah able to run past that with the overdrive. Gets into backside, and it just looks like we're going to have another 5v5 retake on the hands as Leah over-regresses into their spawning into 4 players of FV. We're now into a 4v5 disadvantage post-plant. Big Poppy Penguin pops the ult stage, able to find Sean. Legion is able to kill that ult, but it's still a 3v5. It's a very labored...
One enemy remaining.
It's not labored at all for the side of FV, as they're able to just get every single player a flawless round. The only one going down was that Phoenix ult from Big Poppy Penguin.
Great round here from FV, considering they only expended 1 ultimate on that Phoenix compared to MF, who expended 2 on that Neon and the Fade's Nightfall. Pretty good way to close it out and get a retake, as well as a flawless here.
Absolutely, and I'm wondering where it looks like that instead of MF trying to like decide to go somewhere for his team, Leah just decided to shoot in front of the rest. And it's just like they were very disconnected. They were after Leah had ended up dropping. There was just nothing else that MF were able to find as they just bunkered down. It didn't work out. I'm seeing a little bit more of a defaulty round here. 3 players, sorry, towards the A bomb site, and 2 trying to look to make a fake over here. Drew able to be pushed off of the line by the Phoenix Flash. And Legion able to find one out to Bounty on the opposite side of the map. Sean able to get a little bit past this, able to win the duel onto Drew, and Neon able to trade that out swiftly. And Stitch able to find Leah down in mid. Snowy deeping into their spawn, but not able to find anything. Just gets a little bit of tag damage onto Neon, as MF are looking to pick up the scrapes of this round and just walk onto this A bomb site. Moss able to find one onto Neon, and now we're in a 2v2 situation here. They're just choosing to keep on slowing this down, move together as a team, try to see what else they can pick out. It looks like they're going to opt into just leaving this bomb site completely and going over B, which was the correct call here.
Pretty good call to rotate. We see FV is still expecting the A bomb site hit, but now they're turning their attention over to B.
Going up.
Maybe Phoenix and Clover making their way slowly over.
Yeah, they're a little bit wary of where these MF players could have ended up. You see them just slowly shuffling and shuffling around, scared that they could have crawled themselves into any corner. So you see here, Legion in the back site, trying to get a little bit of an angle. Here's him out, able to find one on the stick. Stitch chooses to pop her ult. Big Poppy Penguin able to not get past that. Stitch choosing to swing through the flame wall, and it just wasn't the right call. Legion able to find another. Big Poppy trades out, but Moz right behind him from Moz. Just running it down, trying to find what she can. Flashes up into market, able to find the kill onto IRS. And this B bomb is just completely theirs. And this time, instead of a 5v5, it's a 5v4 for the side of MF here. He's able to just sit there. This Vise wall on flank will be triggered, it looks like. But it doesn't matter because Moss is sitting there waiting. Neon. Oh, as you see them come up together. Drew opting to go in before Molly and walled off, completely stalled on this flank as Legion comes here. Able to spot out one, but a duel going over on the side. Sean able to find out Neon. This flank is just not able to get anything done. Leah able to find out Stitch. There's just nothing you can... Oh, Big Poppy Penguin with a nice shot. 1v5 situation. But again, it was a 1v4. Just really nothing you can do into the side of 3 rifles in an Odin.
Yeah, of course, we see the timeout coming in here. Obviously, that was an eco round from FV. Did not expect much from that, but they did do good, getting 2 kills. getting 2 kills there. And I'm seeing a lot more playing for a retake for FV and not holding down the side. I wonder if this is a strategy that they have planned out, or whether they are afraid to hold that side, with Leah just going full aggressive on the players, full aggressive on the side, and getting those first impact kills.
I mean, absolutely. I would like to see FV explore a little bit down towards middle, explore like just down one of the mains as you see the pings coming out, as they're both just like trying to get more space, because it kind of seems like MF have a chokehold on them. There's not really much FV are really able to do whenever they just choose to sit back, and instead of going for the 5v5 retakes, just leaving somebody to die alone on the bomb site and just making it extremely hard, as all this positioning is just able to be covered by MF's feet. As we see here, we're going to be going down as it looks like a little bit more of a default angle, the same 3-2 that they've been working out, as FV here maybe looking to get a little bit more active on this A bomb site rather than just stacking it. See Neon up with the forward position, nade in hands, ready to take out what he can, as this is where the bomb is lying, seeing if this will be the round that they finally bring back momentum over. Dart comes through, not able to find any scans out though. And IRS just choosing to back up. Leah completely over on this bomb site as it draws all the members but Drew of FV over here. Leah choosing to swing through the wall. Absolute lunacy, taking it out and able to find out Big Poppy Penguin opens up the door to market as they're looking to just exit this and completely run over A. That pick was exactly what they needed for them to just be able to take out this bomb site for free. But Drew holding strong with that op in mid, maybe able to suss some things out as Snowy here wanted to get a quick little early peek onto Drew and able to find it out. But on the other side of the map, Legion, who stayed a little bit too long on that B bomb site, able to be caught out by Neon. 3v3 situation here, as it's going to be extremely hard for FB to retake this, as all the like space in the world is in MF's hands. Moss has a nice little flank through mid here. Creeping quietly, able to come through with the ult from Neon, blinded up by Snowy. Neon able to find one out, but Moss here in the position through mid, able to find out one. Sean gets taken down in elbows. It's looking extremely hard for Moss to retake, and Neon with the 3K able to close out the round.
Great fake there from MF. Everyone but Drew was convinced that they were going to B. However, with that early pick from Leah, and they pivoted over to A with a almost free bomb side. Drew almost ruining their plans off that fake.
Looking for a 5-man hit on the A bomb site here. Smoke comes in, Dart able to scan out a couple players, but it's all to just get Drew on this line, as it looks like MF might be still looking to want to challenge this line with 2 players holding deep. Here as we see Leah maybe looking to go for a slide out. Legion peeking with the Odin, just gets destroyed by the operator. And we see Neon on this line, that second hand of defense, not able to spot anything out as Drew gets blinded up here, forced to run, turn tail, and run back into elbow. The slide comes, or not the slide comes out. Leah just chooses to run him down instead. The IRS Bounty Hunter sitting right in front of that smoke, trying to push in, able to find another, and Snowy eventually finds out that trade. This is now a 2v2 situation. MF wondering where everything just crumbled, but Stitch swings it to do. Sean and Snowy able to just hold her, as Sean now just runs away, letting this ult just completely run out on the Clove. And Sean able to keep his life, as Snowy here left on the bomb site, planted in a little bit of awkward position, but that just doesn't matter in a 2v1 situation. Big Poppy Penguin left here, trying to see what he can get done. Smoke comes through from Snowy. He knows where the bomb is planted, but chooses to try and find out another player before he gives away his position. Still has that wall, able to do a little bit with it, but Sean able to find it from that position. Both players just opting for a weird little up down on that position, just able to kill out the bomb.
Great exec from MF onto that A bomb site, but they were stopped in their tracks by IRS Bounty Hunter on that Sova, getting those 2 kills on Leah as well as through the smoke.
Blinding crack.
I liked seeing FV getting a bit more active, maybe not as active as I would have
Placing wall
liked,
trap.
but active nonetheless. And let's see if MF get active here on the defense.
No, a nice little 8-4 half for this side of MF. As we're seeing them choosing maybe to fight into this A space.
Isn't this fun?
Like trying to do exactly what FV should have done during their half. See the stun coming through, able to lock onto almost all 5 players. RS choosing to be the spearhead of the team. Leah forced to back up, but able to find one before she does. Swings back into it. Omen Blind and the Phoenix Flash coming through, but it costs Moss her life. To see FV just forced to back up, give away this A space as MF completely overtook them. As you see Legion here just in this very poor position in B. Legion able to find one onto Stitch and just backs up right after. Able to keep his life as they now keep numbers in the advantage of MF. Snowy in this top mid position. Forced to challenge into Drew if he chooses to step up. See the smoke coming in, chooses to smoke off market for her teammates because Leah came in to help out. Leah runs through mid and Drew is able to find that pick. This door is still shut though for the side of MF. Every single member of FV left in mid, trying to see what they are able to get done. With all players back up into tiles and they might be looking to re-hit this A bomb site, but Snowy is aware of it now that she spotted them out.
30 seconds
Neon
left.
choosing to just run up, has that nade to delay the retake, but nades themselves by mistake, forcing them to slow down a little bit on this. The dog comes through and they choose to double swing.
Last player
Legion
standing.
and Sean able to find that nice little 2-piece for Sean, and Snowy able to find that last kill onto Drew running through elbow.
Interesting nade there from Neon. If that nade landed, who knows, the round would have come out differently. But great round from MF, getting that win, getting more active on defense as compared to FV, and now here we will see a tech pause.
As we see MF calling a little bit of a tech pause here. I mean, FB, really a series of unfortunate events here, as you saw them just kind of get overrun, that nade forcing or allowing MF to retake that bomb site completely together. And it's just... Hello, welcome back. I mean, a little bit of a tech pause called here today, taking a little break in between rounds as we see a nice little 8-4 half for the side of MF, now turned into 9-4 after winning that pistol with a little unfortunate mishap from Neon, as MF were allowed to retake that bomb site completely together.
Yeah, I liked seeing MF be more active, or being more proactive on defense compared to FV, eventually getting that first kill on Leah. Leah choosing to be a bit more aggressive after that pick. And eventually got killed, did not get traded out, and ultimately they won that retake, getting on that round win and turning it to a 9-4.
Absolutely, as we're seeing this round start to get underway, as just a 5-man mid pops here for the side of FV, choosing to all send their players to market, but Sean's setup is here, able to find one, just a little bit of spam coming out, Legion able to find another, but they don't know about IRS, who came through,
Spike
able to
down.
find
B.
one out, but Legion instantly with the trade, and it's just looking like FV
Last
aren't going to be
player
able to get this
standing.
round done on the eco. Drew able to find some nice little armor damage, but the weaker weaponry is just not enough to secure the rounds.
Great mid play here from FV, getting that first pick on in market, but unfortunately they did not have the firepower to turn the round into their wear. But now as we're seeing the first full buy from FV and the bonus from MF, let's see how this goes.
Absolutely, as I'm excited to see how FV play now, as they decide to group up as 5, and that's exactly how they were winning their rounds before on that defensive side. Whenever they 5v5 retake or just did anything together as a team, this dart coming in, or never mind, I'm choosing to just wait out the eye as it spots out one onto Neon, making MF a little bit sus of this pick as Leah took all the space up through B main. Drew up in mid, takes out that rifle, but gets fully blinded up by Moss, doesn't TP away, and Moss able to completely overwhelm them on the flank side. Legion left with everything to do on this bomb site, as Snowy able to try to flood in and help, but Stitch and Neon with their guns just ringing out, able to find one apiece. As it's now a 4v3 post plant for the side of FV. Neon able to find another one onto Moss. Leah left on this flank, able to find out Stitch, making this round a little bit possible for the side of MF, but IRS sticking the dagger in their side, as it looks like this bonus round will be converted. Never mind. Leah able to find one, able to find 3! The 4v for the round! Able to win it out for MF in the 1v3! That's gotta be soul crushing for FB. Absolutely insane mechanics shown by Leah.
Try that again. I dare you.
Amazing round from Leah to get that 3v1 retake, 1v3 retake, and close out the round. As we see the timeout coming in here from FV, trying to talk things over and see how this goes with their economy. As we see Leah's ult is now ready.
It was so well played by FB at the beginning. Everybody just letting their guns ring out, choosing to use that weaponry together, but Leah able to isolate them into 3 separate 1v1s and just clutch out that round for MF. Absolutely being the spearhead of this team on that Neon agent, and they converted the bonus round, as the economy now for the side of MF is just absolutely blooming.
Yeah, I saw Drew making the same mistake that MF did in their attack round, where having he's lurking on the bonus, this eventually led into him dying. And I'm sure that Leah upgraded from a Spectre or a Bulldog onto the Phantom, and that allowed her to clutch this 1v3.
Absolutely. It was a nice little opening pick for Moss. You're able to finding out the first one. But FV just not, or I mean, MF able to close it out by a hero play from Leah. As now the timeout is over. FV hopefully opting to just play it more together as a team rather than giving out those separate 1v1s. It looked extremely labored for FV, trying to just figure out what they can, but Legion on that Odin. The money's completely in the spot of MF. And all these FV players are just forced onto light armor and weaker weaponry. See a dart coming in here through mid for IRS. Leah up in this forward position in B main, looking to maybe take a duel, but we're looking here as FV are slowly going up into this top mid smoke, maybe. The smoke fades. I not able to spend anything out, but Drew able to find the opening pick onto Leah in that B main position, and Moss swings out, but Neon's gun is able to ring through that 2v1, just not favorable for MF. See Sean able to spot out one more towards mid, as Stitch is able to just find him out. MF are dropping like flies. Legion able to find a constellation prize, but not much can be done whenever there's a nice little team ace together for the side of FV.
Okay, which gun to pick this time?
Great round. Good picks from FV. They decided in the timeout to force into this round rather than saving for the next, and it paid out dividends, getting those early picks and ending it out with a team ace. And here this round we see a nice little, maybe a fake here on the A with the bomb going over to B side.
Yeah, as they're just want to try to see if they can catch MF here, but Sean obviously just going to choose to anchor this bomb site down. Leah looking to fight this, pops the overdrive, just running it down. Not able to find one, gets blinded up by Big Poppy Penguin, forces it back away a little bit. The Molly comes out, the smoke as well, as they're just heavy fighting over this. Nobody able to find one, but Neon able to shoot it out with the nade, as now MF hold on to this A bomb site, but at what cost? Their smoke sprayer goes down, and now it's a nice little 4v4. If you're FV, you're not too sad about that trade. In fact, you're pretty happy. So you got the smokes character down, and now the only thing they need to do is just group up and hit this B bomb site together. But taking it a little bit slowly, droning out this A main line, able to spot out Moss, and that alone. So it looks like they might be wanting to re-aggress this space here. Molly comes out, they hear out Leah, but they choose to just sit, wait, maybe see if any of the MF players over-aggress, peeking into their hands, as Drew just sitting on this B bomb site, trying to maybe spot out somebody peeking a little bit too aggressively, especially now that their smokes character is gone. Makes a little footstep, so now Legion is aware, as it looks like they're going to be taking it over to this B bomb site. But Legion is extremely aware, in a very nice position, but again, it is a one and done. Nobody really nearby. The smokes come out. Legion able to find one. Able to find the shots onto the second, and Neon chooses to pop the Raise Rocket. Only just finds out the trade, but it's very hard, especially with him taking so low. Sin 1v3, not able to find it out, as MF just close out the round with Legion able to find a nice little 2K inside of that position, tucked down in B.
Great side hole from Legion. You would expect that angle to be a one and done. Gets that first kill and gets traded out, but he does not. He gets 2 for 1. And that eventually led them to Neon popping that showstopper, getting 1, but getting traded out also with that, leading to MF winning that round.
Absolutely, as it's now just a little 5-12, seeing if they can get anything started here for this comeback, as it's looking like a 4-man hit onto this A bomb site. Droom just holding it down mid. Nice little 4-1 here, as all of MF are aware of this. You see them on the map. It's all rotating over to this area. Leah taking the opening duel, but it's tagged up. Wants to slide out, not able to find it. Stitch is able to find the opener. Smoke comes out, but the MF are just not able to hold on to this at all, as the Eye is able to scan out one, but the Molly from Big Poppy Penguin able to hold on for now. But Moss with the Molly as well, holding off FV, as they're now on equal footings. Somewhat. Legion able to find Drew on this mid position, as everybody is tagged up. Moss just using to completely disrespect FV, has to run it back now in her kit if she opts to use it. It's looking like she's backing up. The Nightfall comes through, and IRS chooses to use the Hunter's Fury. Everybody tucked away onto this bomb site. It's looking so hard, but Neon able to find 2. Able to go to run it back. Neon swings out again, but the trade comes in from Legion, and back to Big Poppy Penguin, as it's now a 2v1. Moss with the world left to do if they want to be able to close out this map. Slowly creeping forward, seeing if they're able to spot maybe somebody a little bit over peeking, as it looks like FB are not having any of this, and IRS able to close out that round. As it was a very nice idea for the retake from MF, but MV just holding strong onto their side positions with the run it back with the Hunter's Fury, able to just completely stop that. Especially with Neon able to find out everybody he can.
Great attack from FV, using those 2 ults, as well as baiting out those 2 ults from MF's side. And eventually MF came out not much on the short end of the ult trade-offs, but here we see MF on an eco as they're heading onto this A side.
We see a big brawl coming in, as FV just completely fight in front of this. Big Poppy and Neon able to just let their stronger weaponry ring through Big Poppy with 2. As they just completely get this bomb site for free. Legion spot walking down through mid, and Sean just trying to take this last little duel, do what he can, but Drew able to find out 2. It's now with 7-12 half, looking a little bit more doable for the side of FV.
Very fast round. Great way not to let anyone get killed on MF's eco. And here we're seeing MF come back with the full buy, come with 2 ults with the Vice and the Omen, while FV have the Chamber and the Clove. The Clove ult would be quite helpful in this scenario if FV want a chance to make it back into 12-12 and make it overtime.
Absolutely, as they're constantly able to have this nice little 6v5 whenever they want with that not dead yet. See is a little bit more of a defaulty round coming in from FV. Moss's shots almost able to connect, but not really able to do anything as this mid door gets broken. And they're choosing to just go very slowly here. Not really much going on down through middle. Just a couple flashes, not as you see MF just hold on to the positions. Legion with a little jump spot, trying to see what he can. But Drew with this operator on this B line, trying to see if anybody over-aggresses, does a little jump peek too wide. But MF just aren't giving him anything, just choosing to hold on to everything that they have. As there really isn't that much of a gap with these positions. Smoke comes in from both sides as it looks like a B split might be coming underway. Shock Dart able to find out one of the thorns. As Drew is just holding onto this line, waiting for Legion or Sean to peek him. It's just not really much going to come to him. The nice little ult from Snowy, able to spot out Drew in that B main area. As the Odin sings out, but not able to find anything with Stitch with another opener for FV, as this was looking very possible
30 seconds left
for FV to win this round. Leah with a very important duel here on the Big Poppy Penguin, able to stun him up, but Snowy with 2! On the A side, IRS able to eventually find that trade out, but Leah winning out this elbow control completely. Stitch able to completely revive herself with that not dead yet. Smoke coming down as it looks like FV are trying to re-aggress into this area, into this A-League spot. As Smosh just gets tagged up, but still able to find the kill. IRS, 1 HP. Force him back away through that Phoenix, while the Molly almost finding him as well. As he's left to down that 14 HP, running away, trying to conserve whatever life force he can. It's Moss, maybe able to have another 1v2. Able to find anything out, but Drew with that operator able to just close out the round.
Great round from FV. They used 2 ults to their advantage. The Chamber ult, the Showstopper, as well as the Not Dead Yet. But now we're seeing that Vi's ult is online. Maybe MF try to play for a retake here. Give up side play, stack one side play for a retake on the other. Let's see what they do, as we're seeing a mid push here from MF on their eco.
Absolutely. I mean, they're on the weaker weaponry, so they're just trying to pull out any desperation play they can to try to win this out. As we see, not really much able to be done here. MF able to take out all that mid space, but Drew is aware of it. This Outlaw able to find every single one of these players to be one tap. Neon a little bit through that wall. As they may be trying to get this B-bomb site for free. Sean left in the back of sight, completely alone, trying to do what he can, but no shots are able to find them their target. As Drew able to find 2 on that play. Big Poppy Penguin with the 3rd onto Legion. And it's now Snowy left with everything to do in a 1v5 retake. Kind of just looking a little bit impossible here. Wondering where the round could have gone wrong. Slowly just creeping up, trying to see what she can spot out, but Drew with a nice little position into that market spot and able to just win out the round.
These guns are okay.
Great round from FV. Interesting on the ending. I did not see the Phoenix try to run for that kill, try to get 1 orb closer to his ult, and eventually use that ult farming that ult orb to get a win condition in this, going into this round, as we see a timeout coming in from MF.
Absolutely, as FV are now starting to believe in themselves a little bit, able to spot out the holes within MF's defense, them choosing to play together and just find out all the trades, able to win everything out for themselves. As, I mean, MF gotta be shaking a little bit. They're getting very close to all their ults, maybe looking to just pop all of them on that last round. I don't know, I would like to see MF just hold on to these things, because every single round from FV has had something committed into it, besides that last round on the eco.
We do see the attack operator coming out from Drew. Interesting. He had the Outlaw. The Outlaw would be a one-shot kill on Legion, who's on the regen shield here. Opting instead to throw the Outlaw out of the map and going and upgrading up to the operator.
Absolutely, as these nice little 4-1 defaults that they have been doing, and Drew able to kind of just hold on to the position for the side of FV, not allowing Leah to lurk up B main or really any of the mains anymore. It's a little bit of a different setup for MF, them choosing to completely swap sides with Legion and Sean over on this A bomb site. This looks like it might be a little bit of a mid scuttlebutt. Turns out the Snowy just wanted to back off after throwing that smoke after they realized that FB wanted to take this space themselves. Leah left completely alone in this space, about to challenge into 4 players. Spots out, able to somehow find one onto Neon, but instantly gets dropped right after that. This is a nice little A split for the side of FB. Legion's Odin singing through, not able to find any tags yet. Sean left alone on this bomb site with the world to do. Stitch able to find one onto Legion. As they now completely hold this space, Sean forced to reload in the back of the bomb site, but Snowy maybe making this a little bit more doable for MF, as it's now a 3v2 post plant for FV. The drone comes in, able to try to spot out what it can, able to see Moss down on that deep A line. But they opt to go for this rather than saving their weaponry. Moss swinging into the operator, but still able to catch it out. The Hunter's Fury comes through. Still able to win the duel on the Big Poppy Penguin, as it's now a 2v1 for MF. What was once a 3v2, now a 2v1. As IRS left to do everything. Spam's not going in the right position. And Moss able to close things out for MF as they get the defuse off. And that is map 1.
Defenders win.
Hold on to this moment. We can't stop here.
What a round there from MF. What a round there from MF, salvaging that 2v3 retake. As we see MF close out the round from FV, squashing any hopes of any overtime.
I mean, a very nice map for MF. Them just choosing to play to their strengths, allowing that gunplay to shine through, as we see Big Poppy Penguin being the only player on that top half for FV. Absolutely massive showcase from him, but it just wasn't enough to combat the power of Leah and Moss on these retakes.
Yeah, great duelist combo there. Leah on the aggressiveness and Moss a bit more collected with those flashes, with those curveballs, being able to find the 2 crucial picks to get that retake on the final round.
Absolutely.
As we see, this was FV's map pick. So with MF winning this, we're all hoping to see an FV comeback on the second map and eventually make this an exciting third map.
I mean, if you're looking at the first bloods here, it completely tells the story of the map. Whoever got the first pick pretty much won out that round, as it is 9 for FV, 13 for the side of MF, and it's just really nice coordination for MF being able to close out those rounds where they do in fact find those openers. And I'm very excited to see how things are going to look up for our next map of Breeze.
When no shows are scheduled, one should simply relish the art of doing nothing.
Party to the sun. Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love, but we don't have to do it if you don't want. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Apprentice play-ins right here, as we're in for FV versus MF after an absolute banger map 1 with a 13-9 scoreline, and FV almost able to get that comeback, but completely destroyed by the side of MF with Moss as leading that team.
FV's, considering it was FV's pick, not a good look for them, as now we move over to Breeze, where it is MF's map pick. As we see, FV is going to start on the attack. Let's see if they can make a comeback and take this map win away from MF and lead us into that third map, making this an interesting game.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to see what the comps are going to end up being for the side of both of these teams, really. As you know, that Viper, absolutely necessary on this map. But both teams might to try to do a little bit something special, especially with Use being able to see that on Sunset. FV opting to go for that Clove as we're heading into Agent Select now. I'm really hoping to see a Viper from both of these sides, but a little bit of a Harbor, and I wouldn't be too disappointed. You see instantly that lock-in on the chamber coming in from the side of FV with Drew locking it down instantly. So it looks like they're just going to do the Astra Harbor or the Astra Viper, and MF still doing a little bit of their trolling with everybody hovering Reyna. As Leah no longer on that Neon, Snowing taking it instead, and Sean choosing to lock in that chamber.
Am I seeing a solo Harbor here? It is viable, it is doable, but it might be a bit difficult to convert here for MF. And yes, I am seeing that solo Harbor on the MF side with a Viper Astra on the FV side. This might, as this map is a battle of smokes, but seeing this, it might be going to FV's side. Might be a bit advantageous to FV here. We'll see how MF run this solo Harbor.
I'm looking at FV here, probably the one with the better comp if I had to choose one of the two to run, especially with them able to default a lot more on that attack side, throwing smokes wherever they want. That Viper may be able to bait out some util just with the wall going up and down if nobody on MF is in front of it. and Moss here having to be the person just to insta-rotate, throw that high tide, throw out really any sort of util she can for the team. Just sitting in spawn the whole round as the Smokes character on Harbor. Not really much to do besides that. We see here, it's just looking like it's going to be an A pop for the side of FV.
Yeah, the default one coming up from the Viper. And we're seeing Leah move away from the Neon and into the Jet. Interesting to see how this will play out with Snowy being on the Neon. As we see, first contact is taken at A main. Jet dashing away. Leah getting one. Oh, but too much. The classic right click gets her. Totally not Sean, making that way over to mid, but Droom catches him off guard. Neon trying to take a bit more space here for FV. Caught out by Legion with the Ghost. Droom, can you make some magic happen here? No. Retreats back. Moss with the one. Retake underway. Droom holding the spike.
One enemy remaining.
Gets the kill on Legion. IRS. The Harbor Cove comes out. And we see stuck in a bit between a rock and a hard place. The right click on from Droom takes down Moss, and the round goes FV's way. Good start for FV after that map loss, and maybe the momentum is now on their way.
Absolutely. As you saw MF commit a little bit too much over to that A fight. Snowy getting caught out, just too committed with Leah instantly dashing away. Still able to find the trade, but with the way that that round ended up, FV almost threw it back into MF's contention with them getting a little bit too overzealous on those peaks. But obviously with Drew and IRS able to close out that round, as we're seeing like a nice little mid push for FV while MF are choosing to aggress that A main space.
Yeah, we see the Neon running down MF, running down A main, grabbing the orb. A little bit of a slow play here on mid from FV. Oh, catches out totally not Sean.
Going up.
Are they making their way over to A? No, the spike. Leah gets one. Legion gets another. This eco is not looking good. This buy round is not looking good for FV, but they turn it around with Droom getting one and Stitch getting the other. Spike making its way over to A, where there's no one on site. MF reading this a bit wrong and heading over to B. Looks like it's a free site for FV. The drone coming in, clearing all of these common angles.
We're seeing them just like slowly default, get the bomb down in the default position with MF just happening to choose the wrong bomb site. But they were able to pick up both of the rifles for the side from the side of the FV, as they also went for a very heavy buy into this round. All of MF slowly gearing their way over towards that A bomb site with a little 2v3 retake, not exactly impossible.
Interesting to see that Outlaw not taking a bit more aggressive angle, considering these are one shot to the Outlaw. Dart comes in, Dart instantly broken. Stitch just shut off Legion.
One enemy remains.
The Outlaw getting one and getting two. Droom with the 3k here, closing out the round for FV. Slightly expensive on the side of FV. MF a bit happy to see those two guns get taken away. They are able to grab a Sheriff for Neon and a Sheriff for Big Papi Penguin, as we see this bonus for FV.
I mean, absolutely. It was a little bit extremely labored for FV, as they just gave up all the map control, especially with Leah able to finding a really nice pick into mid, but the people running in through the A bomb site just not able to find anything. It's just a little 4-1 default here with Leah taking an aggressive peek over to A.
Opting for the Marshal here instead of an Outlaw, gets tagged by the Sova drone. But Snowy is still backside. Do they know about her? No, they do not. Gets one. Snowy gets another. Tries to run away, but cannot. Down IRS gets the pick. Leah with the Marshal gets
Spike
one.
down
Traded
A.
out instantly by Stitch.
I have the spike.
It's 3v2 now. It's 2v3 on the side of MF.
I can't miss.
Droom gets one.
Here.
Equal 2v2 retake here with the bomb planted down. Harbor blind comes in. Can he get
Last
one?
player
On Stitch?
standing.
No, Stitch gets one. This bonus looking pretty good on the side of FV. Can Legion try to turn this around with that Odin? Stitch runs away. Drew gets the kill on Legion, and this bonus converted safely for FV. A little bit of a shaky defense start there from MF as they lose out this bonus and have to resort to another eco.
I mean, Drew absolutely dominating with a 7-0 scoreline here today. I mean, it's exactly what you want to see from FV. Them choosing to just use their firepower from Drew to kind of just completely take over these rounds as he decides to pick up another outlaw, trying to spend his time in mid, trying to catch out these players from MF. It looks like they're also trying to fight for this mid space.
We do see a hero rifle from Snowy, who's going to sit down safely in behind A side, but might have gotten the read wrong here. Drew trying to take first contact. Caught off guard by Sean. As Sean gets that pick on the stacked A farm side.
Absolutely wonderful opening for Sean, as it looks like FV are just going to choose to sit back and relax, try to hold on to the positions that they can, as they don't really know where any other of these MF players could be lurking, especially with those first 3 rounds. Kind of showing true for this MF that they aren't afraid to take up that A space, especially with Leah on this deep A line. It's not much really else is going to be done. Both teams choosing to just sit back in their positions. Looks like MF might be looking to just create this retake opportunity. The smokes comes in through mid, as it looks like they're going to be heading over to this A-bomb site.
Great call from the IGL as you see Harbor, Moss, the only one on site, Neon and Chamber coming over very quickly. Not able to catch one. Big Papa Penguin gets the kill on Moss. Leah on this aggressive position. Does he get cleared? Yes, she does. Stitch gets the pick on Leah. Neon trying to get some picks. Big Poppy gets the kill on Snowy.
30 seconds left.
As it's left on a 2v4
Spike
retake
planted.
on Legion and Sean. Legion still has that owl drone. Will he be using it?
One
to
enemy
clear some of
remaining.
these? Neon gets the pick on Legion. I guess the answer to that is no. Sean left on a 1v4. 2 shots, the Hunter doesn't find anything. Knows where 2 people are, knows where 3 are. Left with 20 HP and a bullet. What can he find here? FV not giving him the time of day, not giving him any shot. Great play from FV to convert that buy round. As we see this buy round now from MF with the operator coming out on the side of Leah.
I mean, absolutely great round from FV. The MF, they did have the positions, just shots went a little bit awry, as we saw nothing really connecting for them, as they're looking for a similar type of positionings that they had towards that previous round. Sean opting to play on this A-bomb side, but Leah with this operator on B, waiting to catch out every single one of these FV players as long as she doesn't get tagged out
You
by
want
the owl
to
drone.
play? Let's play.
We do see the Chamber ult come out to counter that operator that's on the side of Leah. They're waiting outside of B, waiting for the ult drone. Leah's dash expires. Drone's got the Astra ult comes out. Neon taking side quite comfortably, as we might be seeing a 5v5 retake here, but Droom is on the lurk through mid. Let's see if he can make some play happen through there. Doesn't look like any of MF will be rotating through mid, all of them opting to retake through arches. Oh, the Sova ult comes out here. Catches Leah off guard, catches Legion! This round is not looking great for MF. Iris on the 3rd kill here. Great play from Iris. Moss catches Big Poppy Penguin. Droom still on the lurk. They
Last
do
player
not know
standing.
about him. Iris mounting on the ace!
It's a
Oh,
shame
but
you
he
did
does
Gets
not
taken
convert that
away.
ace! He gets taken away from Drew. Oh, there might be some nasty comms going on the FV Discord right now. But there, I see the timeout coming in from MF. Let's see what changes they make on this defense here. As we know, Breeze is slightly attacker-sided, so they might not be too stressed out about this. Hoping to instead convert on the aggressive Leah and Snowy pushes on their attack.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, 0 rounds, not exactly what you want to be looking here, especially 5 rounds into the game, and with how much they invested into that last round. But if you're FV, I mean, it's really just wonderful calls all around, with IRS opting to use that Sova ult right as MF go for that retake. And I don't know who called for it, but them waiting to drone out until Leah's dash expired was absolutely brilliant for FV. I mean, they're really just like letting these rounds come to them, able
Really
to spot out all these players, and it's just wonderfully played all out.
Yes, really smart play to let that dash expire so she does not get one and leave. as we see the ult economy for MF is looking pretty good with the Harbor ult, the Jet ult, and the Neon ult. We likely will be seeing the Jet ult come out here on this eco, but Leah does pick up and buy that Sheriff, which is interesting, leaving Snowy on just a Classic, who might be pulling out the ult, as we see a stack over here towards A for MF, which might be a great read as FV also move over towards this A bomb side. Leah trying to play first contact. The drone will be coming out from IRS. Leah does get tagged. Looks like they're trying to explode on the bomb site here. Dart coming in. Neon dashes in. Neon pops the ult here. Leah gets one. Quite chaotic here. Sean another Snowy on one. Looks like this Byron is not going great for FP as we see they try to get two here. 1v3 left on the side of IRS. 1v2 now. Tries to gets that kill on Moss. He has the bomb. The Chamber and Sova are playing with each other, ready to try
One enemy remaining.
No, IRS gets one on Legion with the 3k. Will be making his way over to the B bomb side. Will Sean read this and make his way over, trying to catch him before he rotates, or will he wait here? Looks like
really
he
wonderful
is
from.
waiting.
I mean, it's just really wonderful from IRS here, able to slowly pick out those players, taking a little bit of peek into
30
that aim,
seconds left.
into the full A bomb site through pyramids. Able to just catch Legion completely unaware, able to get that bomb down the B bomb site. As Sean able to pick up a gun, but just left in a 1v1 with hardly any HP to his name.
Great way to isolate these fights from IRS, catching Legion not being able to be traded off from totally not Sean. As we see IRS taking on this very aggressive angle, might be able to catch Sean off guard, or does he have his back turned to Sean? Sean walks through arches. IRS will get the audio confirmation here. Does not get cleared. Will be a free round win. I was thinking he was going for that knife here, but no, he tries to just secure that round. Gets the 4k. IRS 4k back to back. What a player. 11-1 on his scoreline. It's just amazing. And he's one off from his ult when he just used it a round ago, 2 rounds ago.
I mean, it's really wonderful from FV. These heroic plays are just really to shine through. With Drew and IRS able to both find 4Ks to their name, able to just completely like dominate through these rounds of MF, just wondering, left to pick up the pieces, wondering where everything went wrong, as it looks like they just chose the right site to go to again through mid and B.
But look at these ults on the side of MF. They have 4 ults to their name with the Chamber ult, the Showstopper being popped out, trying to get a pick through mid. But it looks like FV know about this and will be making their way towards the B bomb side without any presence mid. It's a free bomb site apart from Legion on backside. Half full gets picked out from Drew. Is that through the smoke? IRS getting the plant down here.
Nice little 5v4 retake for the side of or 5v4 post plant with the Viper spit coming through.
Ult, Viper spit coming through. Sean gets the pick on Neon. The ult comes out again. Will it be able to take Moss down? No.
Get out of my way!
Does not get any damage on. The Jet ult coming through. Leah not able to catch one. Left down to 30 HP. Can she make some magic happen? Finds herself the Viper spit. Big Poppy IRS getting one for each other. Snowy and Moss down. Leah gets one. The Viper's pit comes out of fuse, out of the play. Drew not able to get the pick on Leah. IRS on Sean. Leah left in a 1v2, 1v3. And too much for Leah to handle, as it is now 7-0. Drew and IRS do die to the bomb.
I don't really like the idea of them investing the knives as well as the tour de force on their full buy round, as those are typically like eco weapons you use or things to boost the economy, but instead they invested it and they're just looking like they're on another weak buy, not a single round able to come through for the side of MF, as FV just look completely dominant with IRS completely leading the charge at a nice 14-1 stat line for the IGL.
We just see this pressure towards A. It's just need to see that Sova is on the jump rather than Neon. The Harbor ult comes through as it catches all of B. But Moss caught off guard by Neon. Neon hiding in the Harbor Cove. Has a lead on the Sova and the Chamber mid.
Yeah, not really much you could do here. Legion's left with the Judge and a 5v4 retake.
Oh, the flank is read by Drew as well. Do they know about Snowy as well on the flank? No, Snowy gets one. Neon gets one. Legion trades out. Snowy gets another. This flank coming 1v2 on the flank. Can she make some magic happen here? The Viper trying to make this a bit more difficult, but IRS catches out Snowy from the back as we see this 8-0 dominant scoreline as well as dominant performance from IRS, 15-1. It looks like he's carrying FB from his back from that first map.
I mean, this guy's on an absolute heater here. It's really nice to see for FB, if you're an FB fan out there. An 8-0 start is just absolutely unbelievable, especially with how these rounds have been turning out. It's really just heroics on FB, just not allowing MF to find a single round. As again, it looks like MF just have another bad read here, just fighting through mid.
Oh, Drew gets the pick on Leo. Snowy trades out, but Drew gets the refrag. Does not get the pick on Moss. Moss decides to re-pick with a Sheriff into an operator, but gets punished for it. Does Legion have the read? Yes, he does. Legion gets 2 shots off. Drew left on 19.
One enemy remaining.
Gets the kill on Drew. Drew's on the ace here. Will he be hunting for it?
Where's IRS when you need him to go ahead and steal this ace like
Yeah.
Drew had done before?
I am thinking that IRS will be a bit aggressive here. Maybe get that ace as a... Oh, Drew has the line though. No! Sean catches out Drew here. And it looks like IRS might be able to close this out. No, the shot that comes in. Stitch gets shot, and a beautiful round here from FB.
I mean, it's a really wonderful play you see here from FV. Just keep on able to find the trades out on each other, and Drew and Bounty Hunter just completely able to take over these maps as we're sitting at a nice 9-0 scoreline. And MF just not able to find anything they can get done, especially with this Harbor. They don't have much stall util. They're kind of just left to let their weapons do the talking. But again, it doesn't matter if your weapons are just on the wrong bomb site.
Interesting to see that. Not quite surprising to see the Harbor Sing solo Harbor struggling here. As we see Leah does get tagged out from the drone. The dart comes in. Does not scan anything as gets side Poppy Penguin on the lurk through mid. Will he clear Snowy? No, he does not. Snowy gets one. Leah gets one. And it looks like a 5v3 here on the side of MF. Maybe they'll be able to salvage this round. Neon looking for a pick. Snowy gets one. It's a 5v2 now. Snowy making through the middle of the pyramids. Neon left on side alone. Gets 2. Gets traded. Snowy. Oh, and the round is over. And MF are finally on the board with that 1-9 scoreline on defense. This is a breath of fresh air for them.
Go, go, go!
Absolutely. Some signs of life coming in from the side of MF as they're finally able to string a couple rounds together with finally able to, like, I guess, just have their players do what they do best and just shoot at the enemy team. You haven't seen many fair gunfights as it's often been the defense swinging into the attackers rather than the other way around because they've just been choosing the wrong bomb site. They've been forced to retake, which is probably not what they want to do into an Astra Viper comp. And now we're finally heading into the first round after MF1. It's a nice little B pop, it looks like, coming from FV.
I see the operator not taking on an aggressive angle, trying to find the first pick, but rather the Neon will be trying to look for that first pick. As they get strong on the stacked bomb side, FV make their way over to B. Legion on this Odin line. They do know the Odin is online now. Silverdrone does not see anyone on site.
Whoa.
As they know, Big Poppy Penguin gets that kill through tunnel, through elbow. Legion, can he be caught through the smoke? No, he lives to fight for this retake. It looks like a 4v5 retake with 3 players from FV on the backside with Big Poppy Penguin looking for a lurk play. Will he catch Moss? Yes, he does. Does he catch Legion as well? No. Decides to play for his life and play for that 5v3. As the Astra Util comes down for all that stall. They do also have the Sova ult. Neon able to catch out Leah.
One enemy remaining.
Drew to catch out Legion. Snowy left in a 1v5. Gets one. Will she be able to make some magic happen? No. Stitch catches her out. And a round for FV. 10-1 the scoreline
Last
as we head on
round
to the
before
last
the
round of
switch.
the half.
I mean, we're back onto our regular screening of the map. A nice little comeback round for FV. You know, they needed that to get back into this game. It's 10-1. MF kind of just, again, just using the wrong
All
bomb
set up.
site. They're not taking space on A, so they kind of just like left Legion to the back of the B bomb site, left to do everything, but he just gets caught out, and there's not really much you can do from that situation, as both of the strong players on FV are sitting at 15 apiece, combining for 30, which is more than the entirety of MF combined. We see
We're
this
getting
up-
shadows of, we're getting the shades of FV's defense on Sunset, as they're not getting as proactive as the Neon ult does come in, gets one, gets two, Snowy gets two, Moss gets one. MF has come back to life. Oh, but they're sitting in main. Do they know about this main play here? Drew does have
Here.
the operator, would love to see it being saved.
I mean, they have
The
the
silver
bomb.
gem does come. They do have the bomb. MF do have the bomb. They do know they have to come for it.
I mean, it's the last
Legion
round. You
messed
can
up
invest
shot.
whatever you want.
remaining.
Yeah,
Got him. My ult's ready.
that is true. Drew gets one. They're left in a 1v4. This is not looking great for
Teleport's
FV.
ready.
Not looking great for FV trying to get that 11-1 scoreline. Heading into the attack, heading into the defense. As he makes his way over to mid. But they do have... MF do have 3 stacked over to mid towards Zero's.
30
They
seconds
get
left.
the audio confirmation. Drew relies on the operator, gets scanned by the dart, does not care, gets one! And gets traded out by Snowy, who has the 3k to eventually close out this round. Dominant performance from Snowy on
Switching
the
sides.
attack side, on MF's side. Trying to carry MF on her back.
I mean, if we're looking at the last 3 rounds, MF are coming back. They have a chance to win this map, especially with Snowy sitting at 14-10. They can absolutely take over if FV are not careful enough. So it looks like a little B pop, but you're left wondering, when do MF believe in their comeback? When do they believe that they are able to win out this map? Because again, it's just sheer dominance and a very nice display from FV here, as they have a super strong defensive comp as well here with the Chamber and Viper.
Yeah, as my soccer coach used to tell me, no matter how many goals the other team has scored in the half, you can score the same. And is that what we're going to be seeing about out of MF here on the defense, on the attack side? Drew trying to take aggressive angle in elbow. Gets audio confirmation that there is at least a player on the B bomb side. As they catch out the rotate, the rotates are coming through from FV.
Is that from
Drew gets one, is staying for another, gets greedy. Will he be punished for it? No, he does not. Gets that TP out of there. The rendezvous out of there. Legion left on an island here with the bombs. The bomb, interesting. Leah gets one on Drew. Legion escapes. Sean, Poppy gets one on Moss, and Sean trades out. Neon gets the kill on Leah. As we see FV on a 3v2 retake as the bomb does go down. We do have a lurk
Teleport's
coming
ready.
in from
Last player
the
standing.
Astra. Stitch gets one with that lurk. Legion goes down. Sean left in a 1v3. Not making any haste. Misses his shots. Comes out the classic. Gets that kill. But does not get the round. Consolation kill here for MF.
You absolutely needed that for MF. I mean, 11-2,
Yes.
11-2 now, pistol round over in the favor of FB. MF forced to force on this round, but again, there's not really much you can do. They got to be thinking about this next map here and what they can change. This composition just not really working out for them at all. Them having a little bit of bad reads on that defense half. And it's just going to be so hard for them to find a single way back into this round, but forcing is where you get that started. So let's see how this round turns out.
Interesting Astra smoke coming in from that B bomb side. Stitch does have the judge. Expects the A bomb hit. But no, they're heading towards B. IRS gets one with the Bulldog. Does not look too great for MF here as they forced to enter this round.
Revealing area.
Dart comes in, might get gets info in 2. And will we see the rotates come out here from FV as MF try to make their way over to mid. Neon does get sign of signs of this rotate here from MF. As you see, Neon has made her way over to A bomb side, gets the kill on Stitch. Drew gets the bomb.
Spike down.
And
Mid.
Snowy aware of Drew, and Drew is aware of Snowy. Or is he? Aware of Leah here. Leah gets the kill with the Spectre. Much needed kill. Neon IRS gets the kill on Snowy.
One
as they're
enemy
left
remaining.
in a 1v3 here now. Leah versus
Spike
FD
planted.
with the Outlaw.
I mean, all these players are one tap, so it's very doable.
Very doable here, especially in this post plan. Will the shock dart? Oh, here comes the drone. All the stall usually from the Viper. Does not get the hit as Papi Penguin converts that anti-eco into FB's side, and it's a 12-2 with MF being forced to force up again
Match
with
point.
very bad guns here.
I mean, for sure. I'm pretty sure if you're MF, you just want to rage run it down, get onto that next map, clear the mental, and just be prepared for how this game could be shaping up for Match 3. As we see, Moss putting it out herself, but a nice little pie from the side of Moss. I mean, it's really just showing how dominant FV have been all game. Absolute, like,
Yes.
utter display of talents from them.
Absolutely, as we see that solo harbor pick not as viable as MF would have thought. They do get the read on Drew. Neon gets the pick on Snowy, but left with 14 HP and the Outlaw, which will be one tap. Drew gets the pick on Leah, left in a 3v5 here. But they are all on A bomb side through mid. Will they be able to get the plant down at least and play for a post plant? They do know. They do get the pings here. No, do not know. Stitch is there. Stitch gets one. Moss trades out. 2v4. Moss will be able to get the plant down here, as we do see a retake from FV. Does not get the plant down, decides to replant.
So close.
Sean gets one. Sean gets two. MF is alive here.
A little
2v2
bit more
now.
doable.
As you see, Drew does have the Outlaw. Everyone is one tap, but Sean does have the better
One
gun
enemy
here.
remaining.
Neon catches out Moss. Neon fakes the tap here. But Drew converts the kill on the
at least they
Outlaw,
tried.
and it looks like we are going to a map 3 on Ascent. This is turning out to be a really interesting game, don't you
Defenders
think?
win.
Absolutely. I mean, there were a couple signs of life there from the side of MF, but they just really aren't able to do much as FV just completely overpower them with their gunplay. Drew and IRS absolutely being the outstanding players for the side of FV, as we're going to go and take a look at the scoreboard in a close second here.
Are we not seeing a similar pattern here, where we saw that single
Yeah, the single player
MF
of
player on top with, yeah,
Snowy
similar
on
pattern
6,
here.
Snowy on 6-7 ACS, but or not Snowy, Moss on
Snowy
6-7
Moss.
ACS. But Snowy here dropping a really outstanding 327, but not able to close out this map, especially with Drew and IRS just, I mean, they combined for 39 apiece. There really isn't that much that you can do whenever you're against like such sheer dominance from the other side.
I think that defense is a bit harder for MF to hold on to Breeze, since they only had a chamber and a harbor. Not great defensive util for use for in the use of MF. When you look at FV side, they do have the Viper Senti and the Neon. The Viper obviously a much more defensive agent than Harbor, and the solo Harbor pick did prove to be deadly for MF as they lose this round, and we head over to map 3.
When no shows are scheduled, one should simply relish the art of doing nothing.
Party to the sun. See you vibing with me. Do you really wanna see the sun? I see you vibing with me, so what's up? We just started dancing, fell in love, but we don't have to do it if you don't want. Do you really wanna see the sun? Do you wanna see the sun and have some fun?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Apprentice Play-ins. And, well, we're going to a third map, but I don't know how much of a banger you can call this after both maps kind of being dominated by the team that won it out.
Very dominant showing here from FV in the last map as we see the agent select here. We see a little bit of trolling here on MF's side, the Gecko picks coming out. Interesting to see these replication squad here. 5 Geckos could be viable. 4 Geckos and a single vibe. And now we see the Omen come in. Yoru from Neon is an interesting pick here.
I mean, they're not really going to have much entry power, so it looks like they might just want to default around the map, as it looks like it still might just be a little bit troll from FV, but MF choosing to lock in their agents ready to take on this map. I mean, you're kind of have to, if you're MF, you're going to want to completely disregard the last map that was played. You know, get that out of your system, be ready to just take them on with a fresh new head, ready to just, like, try to take the game back into your own hands, as defense on Ascent known to be much easier than it was, especially with how they were playing on Breeze.
Yeah, we do see Moss back on that Phoenix after her dominant performance on Sunset. Will she be able to make that dominant performance here again with Leah on that duelist pairing? We see Sean on the Vice, which is an interesting pick since over the more traditional Sentinels such as Cypher or Killjoy, I see the Killjoy being brought out from Drew rather than the Chamber that he played on Breeze and Sunset. Rather similar looking comps here, the only difference being the Sentinel.
I mean, if I'm the one to choose the comps here, I would kind of prefer FVs over here. That KJ lockdown just being so crucial whenever it comes to winning out defensive rounds. But again, anything can happen as we're heading in to Ascent. looking like a nice little default, you know, just the Senti sets over towards B. We fight for a main control throughout the one-way. Not really anything too special from MF, as it looks like FV are going to already try to explore this mid space at the very start of the round. Not something you see too commonly, as normally people opt to just death ball whenever you're playing Ascent, which is exactly why it becomes so defensive-sided in the first place with those small choke points. As this round is soon going to get underway, as it looks like a mid-scurry might be going on.
We do see the Omen making their way over to Tree, maybe getting that crossfire with the Sova, but no, gets smoked off as Moss tries to make some A-main contact, but we see FV making their way over to mid, getting off that mid space. Going into market, the dart comes in, smokes come in as they make...
No charge.
Neon makes her way over and just switch, closes door. Legion gets the pick over.
Oh, what a shot!
Legion gets another. Poppy trades that really quick. Sean is somehow still alive. Gets one and gets traded as FB is left in a 2v3 post plan as Big Poppy Penguin gets in the bomb planted. Both
of them
playing
players choosing
backside
to,
here.
yeah, a little bit rough,
Call in
especially
my
with how
bot.
weak these players are. Not really much they can do besides hunker down and pray for MF to just fall into their hands.
True. Poppy Penguin trying to be a bit more aggressive here. Gets the kill on Liam. More vibe, more doable, but no, Snow gets killed.
One
Drew gets a trade.
enemy
Drew
remaining.
gets another. The
Let me just
3K.
swipe those biometrics.
Converting that 2v3 post plan.
I mean, Sean and Legion tried to do whatever they could, sitting in the back of B, able to make it a favorable position for MF, but they just weren't able to close it out as that trade onto Drew, a 3K from the backside as the last two players alive for FV were able to get out with a nice little dual ace to close out the round. And FV have got to be extremely happy with how things turned out, especially with how rough things were looking at the beginning. They're headed down to a little A-pop.
Oh, they changed their plan mid, trying to go for a mid push here from MF. Beating it completely wrong as FV are on a 5-man push towards A. Drew is aware of this flank, hears all of those footsteps up Cat. Moss trying to make something out of this classic as Leah makes her way forward. Drew is caught out grabbing orb. He has Bandit. Stitch gets one. Stitch gets two. Traded out by Moss, looking very possible here for MF with those two guns. Oh, but Moss
the
gets
shock
taken out
dart.
from the shock dart. Sean left on 27 HP. The Omen does have a lurk though. Will he be able to make
Player
something happen?
standing.
No, Iris gets Sean. But Neon is aware of the flank from Snowy and the round is ended on every
Stay on
side.
their trail.
I mean, it looked very doable for MF whenever they caught out Drew, catching the orb and a little bit of a blunder, but it just didn't matter as IRS's util able to just completely damage them out, leave MF with not a single chance back into the round as they were both just stuck in that little cubby space in A main. So it looks like now they're on their bonus, just seeing whatever damage they can get done as Legion opting to use that Odin as he does and has for every single map here. So it looks like a repeat of the pistol rounds.
Oh, we see Leah taking an aggressive angle with her dash primed. Maybe tries to get this pick on Drew. Drew is not aware, but she lives every shot, trying to get that kill towards Drew, but Drew punishes her for being a bit more aggressive. As one gun from MF comes down. Moss gets one from Big Poppy Penguin as they try to make their way through market.
Going up.
The wall comes up. Legion gets one on Stitch. As FB make their way onto the bomb site, not aware of Sean. Now they're aware of Sean.
One
Neon
enemy remaining.
is not able to get the kill. The IRS is tagged and Snowy gets the frag on IRS.
I mean, it was really well played there
Oh,
from
okay.
MF, even
Be
with
back in
Leah
the
maybe dashing forward, not exactly what you wanted to do, giving away over to Drew, but MF just able to hold down their positions, hunker down exactly where they were standing at the very start of the round, besides, well, the little rotate through mid, and just able to catch out all of these FV players, kind of unaware on the positionings of them.
We do see... Oh, I was seeing a Marshall on Leah's side, but she does decide to upgrade to the Vandal here. I see a little bit of proactiveness on a main, but unfortunately they've got the read slightly wrong, and it's a mid push here from FV. Neon making his way over to Cat. Moss slightly aware of this with the Molly out. Neon making his way in. Comes in and it catches Legion!
What is
Oh
that?
no! And you see IRS is on 1 HP, tries to get aggressive. Drew is... Oh, Snowy not aware of that. Leah, now aware. Leah gets the trade on Drew. Sean. And Sean and Leah left in this 2v2 retake. Not are they aware of IRS? No, IRS gets 1v2 on Leah. Leah does not catch Big Coffee and closes out this round. 3-1 to FV.
Stay taut as
I mean, it was really well played from the side of MF. They absolutely had the read on what FV were wanting to do every single step of the way, but them just not being aware of the positioning of Drew. Him able to find out that pick into tree, I believe, on the Snowy, and then just able to close out that round by getting that last little kill necessary through mid. Able to close out the round pretty much for FV, as there's not really much you could do with a 2v2 retake on the B with such little time, as it's looking like a nice little A-pop here from FV.
We do see the Killjoy lockdown is online from Drew. Will he be making use of it? The drone will catch information on Snowy. The molly comes out, maybe a bit too soon. Moss makes the way back into tree. The Killjoy does come out as they try to secure this A-bomb site. Will Snowy try to be more aggressive and take that heaven space next to the cubby? No, but the dart does clear that space and Snowy gets tagged. Snowy does get detained in the Killjoy. Neon starts doing hell as well as the bomb does go down. Stitch catches onto Moss as the whole site is on FV. Leah is on the flank, but Drew is aware. No, Leah gets the pick on Drew. Big Poppy able to catch out Leah mid-air. Big Poppy, is he aware? Snowy tries to get a different angle. Catch caught on by IRS. Beautiful kiss coming in, but IRS catches the final trade on Sean as it's 4-1 on attack.
I mean, a little bit of an oversight there getting caught out by the Killjoy lockdown, but nonetheless a really brilliantly played out round by FV. It will just wait for that Killjoy lockdown, send a dart into heaven, and just take the bomb site after it pops. Able to get into a 5v5 post plant, which is almost always favored for the attacker side, especially on that A bomb site. And it's now a timeout gets called from MF, them wanting to gather themselves together, figure out what they can do to get back into this map.
Very dominant here from FV in the beginning. Do you feel that some of the emotions and some of the nerves from the last map in Breeze where FV completely dominated has MF on their heels here, slightly nervous about the outcome of this map, and that's leading to their performance here?
I mean, absolutely, especially with how close these rounds have been coming to, with just it being like a 2v2, a 1v2, just very close situations besides that last round, which was extremely dominant by FV. I mean, I want to see MF trying to be a little bit more proactive on their ideas. They have the correct read, but they just aren't taking any more space across the map. They've kind of just stagnated into their positions, not really deciding to do much whenever they have like the perfect read into the round. Just these players are being too passive. They need to do something before these players completely overwhelm the bomb site and FV just take over the game.
We do see the ult economy for MF is looking pretty good with 4 ults online, with 3 on the side of FV.
Revealing area.
The dart comes out bottom mid. Does not scan anyone, but Leah gets caught off guard with the Marshall. Stitch gets the kill. Moss trying to make some space up. Will be spotted by the Killjoy turret. Oh, no doubt they didn't know about Moss. That might be trying to catch a backstab. A lot of waiting here on mid, trying to see if MF decide to push out and try to get greedy for these guns on their eco round here. But MF is not biting at all as they stay disciplined. Maybe some contact we see here on tree, Sean on IRS. But IRS decides to pull out his drone and will maybe catch out Sean here. Yes, the drone does come out. Sean retreats, opting not to be seen as explode onto A does come out. All of the Vi's util out, but no one there to play off of the util. Dart comes in. No one to play off the dart as Drew is still mid. Catches out Snowy. 3v5 retake. Through the smoke, Moss is taken out by Neon. 2v5 retake here with Drew and Nail in there behind as Legion catches Drew with a beautiful bandit shot. 2v4 retake, slightly more doable, but time is not on their side here.
One enemy remaining.
IRS catches Legion, 1v4, and Stitch catches Sean. as round 2 FV.
I mean, again, it's just like MF choosing, besides Leah taking that position in mid and Moss breaking the turret, they really didn't do much. Sean just, instead of choosing to fight, just decided to hit the drone back away, and FV are just able to do whatever they want, choosing exactly how they want to play out this map, just absolutely able to manipulate this defense, just staying behind, playing for the retake, which is not what you want to be doing on this Ascent map.
Right
Yes,
here.
I would like to be seeing MF take a bit more risks on that eco, as you're seeing the regular plan is not working out.
Scanning
They're
ahead.
still defaulting onto the same plan with the aggression down A.
Nowhere.
With just a dart coming down mid. Oh, the ult does come in from Legion. Does not tag at all in the first 2 heads. Does not tag in the 3rd head, as that is a wasted ult here. Big Papi Penguin catches one. Drew catches another. Drew catches another. Moss left here alone on A. The curveball comes in. Neon catches Sean. Moss gets
Spike
2
down
here.
A.
Very possible now here for MF. Legion on the Odin. The Omen ult does come in to grab bomb. Stitch knows
enemy
about
remaining.
Moss. And it's a 1v2, very possible for Legion here. And we've seen him win these before in match days as well. Makes his way onto heaven unnoticed. I don't think they heard his footsteps. Penguin does get the plant down. But the Phoenix is trying to backstab Legion. Legion is not aware as Stitch catches Legion off guard. And the curveball comes in trying to blind his own teammate.
I mean, again, it's just dominant here from FV. MF, I did like the aggress into A main, but through their own one-way, kind of made things a little bit hard, and the peek into mid just able to completely destroy how MF... I mean, they're just losing numbers too quickly whenever they fight. They fight through their own util. They need to be a little bit more connected with these ideas, as it looks like another little A default, as it's the side that not a single MF player is playing on.
I do like to see this on their eco though, as I try to see a little child.
Dominance throughout this map.
We do see the fullback from both sides here now. MF hopefully be able to get one more round under their belt. As you see a mid play here. IRS not scared of anything. Knife out, dart out through mid, through market. Moss aware of this mid push. Tries to get some impact. As Snowy catches, Big Papi Neon gets the trade on Snowy. They're not aware of Sean backside.
Perfect.
Sean gets one. Shock dart out. Sean is killed by IRS. Left in a 3v3 retake from Moss, Leah, and Legion.
Going up.
Bomb does go down here. Stitch heals herself up. The ult does come in from IRS. Does not catch anyone in CT. Legion, Stitch gets on Leah, but Legion gets the
Outstanding.
trade. It's a 2v1. Time is on their side this time. Moss, the curveball comes out, but is not looking
What is
at
that kill?
IRS somehow gets one, and Legion gets the trade.
I mean, it's a very rough round for MF, but they're finally able to show some signs of life again, getting themselves back. Kasai able to both find their ones, making it a little bit more possible for MF to retake. As the dart comes in, just able to scan out
Does
Drew,
catch
but
Drew.
it's a heavy mid pop from FV here.
Deploying drone.
Uses that dash to get out of there. Interesting, the Odin in tree. Legion is noted. Tries to get a little bit of an Odin spam, gets some damage, gets blinded, but is killed by Neon. Neon left on 17 HP, gets heaven control. Leah in hell. Smoked off. Will she be able to get one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe salvage the round here? It's not clear!
Big clear!
Get one! Gets... Oh, Big Papi does get the trade. Leah not able to get the value that she would have hoped. Snowy gets the kill, and Big Papi Penguin here.
Run.
The ult, the scouting ult does come in, catches...
Not ready.
Neon almost catches that! Snowy gets the kill on Neon though.
One
As
enemy
two
remaining.
are left main, the spam through the smoke, and the spam through the smoke again. Snowy with the 3k salvaging this round for MF. And getting MF on the board again, 7-3.
I mean, an absolutely insane overall coming in from Snowy, somehow just not get caught out for Neon. But Leah's position in the back of hell just half cleared, and you gotta be punching yourself if you're IRS. I mean, MF are slowly finding their footing, able to claw back this half, hoping for that 5-7 maybe making this a little bit more possible for the attack half, which is known to be notoriously hard on this Ascent map.
Yeah, but FV is not making it look hard at all here, as we see a dominant 7-3 here from them, with Stitch and IRS combined for 20. As you see a little bit of a full buy again here from MF. Aware of the Sova drone coming in, Moss's ult does come in. The curveball does not catch anyone, and the Phoenix run it back is put offline.
But look at Leah's position up here in mid. Oh, it gets caught out.
Oh, Leah is caught out by Big Papi. He was aware of that. Moss waiting for the timing to put that molly out. Smokes do come out mid. I don't know if that is a good smoke. Can he?
The alarm bells have to be ringing for MF that they're
Yeah.
going over the tree here.
Drew does get the pick on Legion here. A little bit of that revenge of getting
My
cut off
ultimate is
from
ready.
MF. Drew does get ult now. IRS does get the bomb down. It's a 3v5 retake with the Vi's ult online. Will they choose to use this ult or save it for the last round?
I mean, you gotta try to get what rounds you could. The Molly stalls out, but not really much. MF can do it to this retake.
Time is not really on their side. Molly comes out, catches IRS. Moss gets the kill on IRS. I would love to be seeing the ult popped out here, but no, they decide to keep it.
Time?
TP, Moss tries to clear. Time not on their side. Stitch not cleared by Moss. Moss is down with the flash. And beautiful whole side hold from FB as we see an 8-3 half. Maybe a 9-3.
Last round
maybe
in the half.
A little 9-3 curse here. Or
I
4-8.
mean, you got to be playing for some type of curse if you're MF. I mean, MV are just absolutely running over this map. It was a nice little idea with the Phoenix Soul Omen blind, but they weren't that deep into B main yet, so the Phoenix Soul was not able to find the value that they were probably hoping for. As, again, we see the majority of the players over to the Vi's bomb site. This time they guessed correctly, so we're going to hope that this turns out into an MF round win if they want to stay in this map.
Look at the ults coming in from FV. They do have 3 strong ults. We might see the Killjoy lockdown being popped here, as well as the Phoenix run it back. Oh, it looks like they just went to grab the orb on the side as they decide to make their way back through their spawn and over into B, all paired together. MF is unaware of anything going on in the map. They're getting no information. All that not being proactive is costing them a lot of information here.
These positions are just really rough from MF. They have no space. They only have the A main and B main lines. Look how far back Legion is in mid. But all of these FV players grouping up for the B main pop.
Initiated.
Oh, we see the Killjoy lockdown come in. Will the Phoenix ult be popped out? Oh, Legion tries to cancel out the lockdown. Will cancel it out. He gets the back on Stitch. Leah gets Neon. Leah gets the Phoenix ult. Papi Penguin gets a trade on Leah. I see Big Papi get onto side. It's a 3v4 retake on the side of MF. As you see the ult coming in from Big Papi to get the flank, but he gets found. Stitch is tagged by the drone. Is in a bit of a precarious situation. The Vi's ult does come in, keeping. Oh, but Stitch does have a sheriff. What Sean gets IRS. Stitch.
Oh, a little bit whippy. Impossible for MF.
It's left for Big Papi.
Last
Drew
player
gets Sean.
standing.
Moss gets
One
Drew.
enemy remaining.
It's a 1v1. Not aware of this. Papi
Oh.
gets straight on Moss.
Cover going
And
out.
we're on a 9-3 going into a much harder attack half for MF.
Switching
Will we
sides.
see the 9-3 curse play out here, or will FV just take it home?
It's definitely still somewhat possible. These rounds have been close at times. It's either been complete dominance or it's been like a 1v2, 1v1 at the end of these rounds. But again, Ascent attack is probably one of the hardest attack sides in the game. The IGL is going to have to be working overtime for the side of MF. I mean, they kind of just want to. They need this pistol round if they want to get back into this game, or else it's kind of their hopes and dreams of winning playoffs, making it to the championship is just going to be gone.
And they do make their way over to the A bomb side, which is stacked full of FV players. A little bit of a slow play, trying not to make their presence known. as they hope to catch out some rotates. They do hear the Sova, but the Sova might have faked that word. No, the Sova is heading over back into heaven. A lot of waiting here from MF. Dry peeking to that Stitch does not catch one. As the Omen Paranoia does come in, Leah trying to wait into entry to side. Leah entries. Will get tagged by the drone. Snowy gets a kill on Poppy. Stitch gets a kill on Leah. IRS on Snowy. Sean on IRS. Stitch with 1. Stitch is 2 and Stitch is 4. Stitch! What? Hey! Hey! With the 4K, a lot of missed aces we're seeing here today.
I mean, if you had hopes, it's kind of down with Stitch getting an absolutely insane 4K. Nobody breaking the dart. Stitch knows where every single player is, and she's able to just gun them down with that ghost. Maybe a little bit of luck, maybe a little bit of skill, but it does not matter as MF are just forced to force into this round and try to scrape together whatever left they can in order to win this map.
A really weak buy coming in. A lot of stingers. Will we see a classic stinger rush here? The Phoenix Flash does catch Stitch. Stitch will molly main. Slow down that push quite a bit to get those rotates in. Leah does not care as she just runs through the molly, gets into sight. Stinger's coming to her.
Oh,
Two
what
Stingers
position!
Gets the beautiful kill from Leah as she tries to take this heaven space here.
Found them.
And
Oh,
the
the
sword
dart
dart is
blaster.
stuck on Leah here as it scans 3 off the FM. Leah trying to get a kill on IRS. IRS trying to retreat slightly as MF try to convert this eco on their side. 2 players on heaven with a late from Leah catches out Neon. MF looking alive here. IRS catches Leah. Sean with just the sheriff. Snowy in a great position for the drop down.
One enemy remaining.
Guess one. Snowy. Will IRS maybe get 1 or 2 kills? No, Legion does end it for IRS as we see MF come alive here on the eco as they are able to buy up again into next round with FV trying to put in a little bit of a save.
That's gotta get your blood pumping. That's gotta make you believe back in this MF force to take it back. I love the pathing there from Leah, able to updraft and dash on top of that Jenny area, able to catch out Stitch, who was such a problem during that pistol round, able to just immediately shut her down, as it looks like FV are just having the wrong read on this, but it's an eco, so there's not really much that you could be looking for other than some damage.
Cover going out.
Still playing a bit slow, waiting for that Sova dart, not letting anyone get scanned. As we see, they are making their way over into a free B bomb site. IRS not aware of this. Sean is on the lurk with a Phantom, which is interesting. While FV are on this eco. Smokes will be coming in soon from MF as they decide to take their time here.
They're just very
Into
wary
his-
of where the stacked bomb site
Yeah.
could be.
I think that Sova dart in the beginning was
Well, the timing.
indicative of that. Oh, the timing! Knife out. Drew is caught by Sean.
Yeah, the
As
rest of these players just have
They
flat
have made
hits.
their way on. They have made their way onto B bombs, to the B bomb site. We see a 4v5 retake. Will we try to see some exits here from MF, from FV? Or will they try to just go in and try to get as many guns as possible? Die. Maybe
I mean,
see it died at the bomb.
Careful now.
I would hope FV here just choose to die to the bomb. I mean, or maybe just play for exits, because you don't want to get this ult economy working for MF, or else this map could very quickly, you could just lose it out.
Yeah, I don't see Snowy trying to go and get that Phoenix ult online. Or Moss trying not to push out and get the Phoenix ult online. Maybe we'll be able to get a consolation ult point here.
A little bit
So-
whiffy, but it's found either way.
Whiffy
Whoa,
gets 2,
wait.
gets 2!
Wait, that did
As
not
he-
turn out too
oh.
bad. Nice second shot.
Yeah, gets a little bit of the ult economy online, picks up the sheriff for a teammate, but they will still be buying up, I assume, here.
Yeah, I mean, you want to try to keep the snowball rolling if you're MF, but they just have no ults yet to work around. If you're looking at it, they're all just like 3 off pretty much. There's really
Yeah.
not much you can do here for MF to get this ball rolling besides display your gun power, display your IGLing ability, as we saw Snowy do earlier, just completely calling which bomb site was free.
So the shot that does come in will hit Stitch as Stitch gets the orb and heals up from that Phoenix Blaze wall. Trying to make their way over into mid, where only Neon is standing watch.
I mean, a nice
Will
little
Neon-
default here from MF. They're able to hold on to this mid position and this B main area. I mean, FV are just very wary. Look at that mid gap. Look at the B gap. The shots over are able to pull all the defensive rotators over just with a single, with literally gunfire. That was it.
Stitch does have a line on this A push if they decide not to smoke her off. Let's see. Jet is making her way back into mid. Or no. On the rotates over to B. Stitch,
Oh, a
little bit whiffy,
whiffy.
gets one.
B.
Sean gets the kill on Drew though. Flashes, his own teammate dies to the molly from Moss. So Moss gets that kill. Neon
What
is
a
still
shot.
advances. It's a 3v3 even retake here. Looking pretty good for FV.
30 seconds left. Last player
Oh,
standing.
FV gets 2. Leah left in a 1v3. 1v2 now. Yes, she gets the kill. Oh, the Odin is a bit scary here for Leah. And the Odin through the wall from IRS shuts down all hopes from Leah as FV convert that round.
I mean, it was a little bit of an overcook from MF. They just waited too long to go and take that B bomb site. They had it for free. They had the defensive pulled over, especially whenever they first made contact on that A main area. They had FV completely fooled, besides Stitch just anchoring. Both shots from both teams were whiffy, but just didn't matter as FV were able to pull through with just players getting called out one by MF.
As you see a little bit of an A pop out or a really heavy A take here from MF. As the Phoenix run it back comes in. Takes note of the Killjoy on side. Killjoy hell is noted. Moss is aware. The flash comes in.
Joke's over.
Comes in.
You're dead.
Nobody
Joe
else is
tries to
behind
clear
her.
all angles. And it looks like they have decided to stall out a bit. Ditch! What a molly! Will take some damage onto Legion here.
Oh, they have no
MF
space.
have
MF.
hesitated. Yes, they have hesitated quite a lot. Look at the space taken on from Neon. Aware of all of the space. We might be able to catch Moss off guard as she makes her way over into tree from Cat. Neon.
Oh, this is
such
such a
ratty
nice
little
position.
corner. I love this from him. Aware.
I mean, nobody's making noise here, so he may not be able to spot it out, but it's going to be a very quick lurk.
Oh, but is baiting his team?
What is that?
Sean
What?
is aware. Sean is aware.
30 seconds left.
I mean,
IRS
planted.
left in a 1v5. I had no idea you would be expecting that right under Catwalk.
these,
Oh, what is this?
these players are passing
Yo,
by each other like wayward shit. I mean,
this game are insane.
it's absolutely insane. Snowy able to find two into tree, just believing that the two players in mid had it locked down for FB. I mean, MF kind of just able to steal that round away. The positioning from FB was so good, but I mean, Moss dominating the round with the early picks and shots, somehow finding out Neon in that random position. I mean, you gotta be punching yourself if you're FB. That's not a round you want to be losing over to MF, getting the momentum back in their favor.
But they do have a lot of cushion to work with here, trying to get that match to get match point. You see FB on Eco trying to push down mid. The flash comes in, Moss gets one on Drew. Moss curveball again, gets another one. Stitch, flash curveball recharges, but Neon catches Moss with the pistol as they get a Vandal onto their side. Wall gets tripped here. As
On
Sean is
1v3.
aware. Sean not able to iso that fight as well. Gets one. Left
How is
with
he
18
out?
HP as he has to run away.
He
outside.
goes to the back of
But the bomb does go down.
One enemy
FD just
remaining.
looking for this
My ultimate's ready.
consolation, this gun away, and they do get this gun away from Sean. Maybe Big Papi Penguin can get some exit kills. Whips out that yellow card.
Just a
Good for
really funny
exits here.
round in general from MF and FV as they just full fought through mid. Moss able to find 2 shots, somehow getting 1, getting out, finding another. I mean, a very nice round from MF as they still have 3 of their ults online there. There are only 2 off the run it back and the Blade Storm here. Their ult economy is looking good. Their regular economy is looking good as this attack half is starting to look in their favor.
Yeah. It's like a sense map theory has just been reversed in this game, as attack is easier than defense somehow. As you see, MF are heading over to this B bomb side. They might have this correct read here with only the Killjoy and the Sova, with the Sova in market. Killjoy setting up. Let's see this round underway. Leah trying to take first contact here. Does not see anyone. The ult does come in from IRS. Catches Leah. Will catch Leah twice and get the kill on her.
Very
nice
unlucky.
kill from IRS. Legion with the Odin.
Oh,
Unable to make
Spike
any
down
value
mid.
from this 3,200 credits as Neon catches the pick. The curveball coming in from Moss. Neon still holding this angle.
I mean, they have the spike back. Round isn't exactly over yet, but it's a 3v5 on this attack half. Both players just dropping, kind of making things very unfortunate.
See, MF do not have a lot of space on map. They do not know if someone's on their flank. They do not know
Little
a
shoulder
lot of
feint there.
information. Because FV are really disciplined here, not really getting those fast rotates out here. Moss's Blaze Wall does come through. The curveball. Let's just take the space market, but they're
30
running into an
seconds left.
Odin here. Odin comes out. Oh, catches out the Odin on IRS. Neon gets mollied. Some little bit of chip damage is nice to have.
I mean, MF chose the right bomb strat again, as long as they're able to get the smoke off and prevent the flood from incoming.
As long as they
10
clear
seconds
hard clear
left.
Drew, but Stitch gets Sean. It's a 2v4. They do not
enemy
clear Drew.
remaining. Spike
Plant
planted.
does come down, but it's just a consolation for that round. Drew and that really beautiful positioning, able to get 2 there, or 1 there.
Team Ace.
Flawless.
7-12, not over yet. MF still have 5 ults,
Match
but
point.
FB they're able to find out these early picks, and they're just playing so incredibly disciplined. Not a single player moving away from their position, able to just hold on to every single spot, play together as a team, just retake. I mean, the team play is really showing through. You saw every single one of the players whenever we checked out their stats. Every single player was so close together. That team play is exactly what they have, just shining through right now for FB, as it's looking like a 5-man B hit from
Yeah, they're
MF.
deciding to go back
out of
again
my
to
way.
that B hit. Drew's still in that boathouse position. The ult does come out from the Jet. They do have 5 ults. The Vise ult does come out. As Drew will be still left with his gun. Leah gets the trade on Drew as she gets Moss. Legion catches IRS. We'll be hoping to upgrade to
out of
that
my
Odin,
way.
as Legion loves that Odin here. Leah holding CT as the other Jet ult, the defensive Jet ult does come out.
I mean, it's a 4v3 post play. It should be very winnable here for MF.
Yeah, they still have that one player in. They had Snowy in main, hoping for a rat, but Snowy is not that disciplined. Stitch, Leah gets on the copy,
player
Stitch gets on Leah, Sean gets on Stitch, and Sean gets the 2K on Neon. Ending up that round 8-12. Very possible if you're MF. As we see, FV might be in a bit of a broken bye here.
I mean, it was really nice positioning from Sean on that bomb site, able to just completely stop that retake, but he got a little bit closer than you might be hoping for. Another 2vx situation for this game, as both of these teams are just trading blows with each other over and over. If you're looking at like everybody's KDs, everything is so incredibly close for these teams, as we're now looking to hopefully bring this map back for MF and go into OT.
They do have the Phoenix run it back online. Will they be making use of this here? As they see, it could be used for this fake on this A. As the bomb does head over into B.
Joke's over! You're
Yes, the Phoenix ult does bait out a few rotates from that Sova. Drew is still hanging on to that D-bomb
What
side,
a
but Drew gets a
shot!
kill on Legion. What a shot, as he gets that info that Sova is on B, which will pull back IRS over onto B as the smoke comes out. Interesting smoke here. Tries to maybe get some space out of main.
Here.
The flash coming in maybe from Drew. Decides not to flash. That's a big mistake. As Drew catches Snowy.
One enemy remaining.
It's a 1v5.
And it's a 1v4. It is over
Defenders
as Sean
win.
gets on Coffee and Bounty. IRS gets on Sean. Great win here for FV as they get themselves a date with the number 1 seed 808 Angels.
I mean, it was just a sheer display of dominance from FV. If you're a fan of them, you are extremely happy to see what just went on. Drew, the ex-MF player, I mean, showing exactly why they should have kept him on this team with how well he has been doing during these last maps. I mean, he's got to be the standout player for these games. Really just able to hold the line and bring these rounds into fruition.
Yeah, it was a great, exciting 3-map game here. Our first 3-map game in Apprentice. Really exciting. As we saw dominant displays in all 3 maps from one team or the other. First team going MF's way, while the next two going FV's way, as FV win it all here, earning themselves a spot in the quarterfinals.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a great thriller of a map. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the rest of this Apprentice playoff bracket here to see how things can shape out, as we're going to be looking at the semis. Obviously, MF going up against that 808 seed, number 1 seed, or I mean FV going up against them. I mean, it's going to be I mean, with how good of a showing FV had on their 2 dominant maps, I'm saying they can get some work done here. Not exactly too scared if you're FV with how just great team play they were showing themselves out here.
We have seen these upsets here. The lower seed beating out the higher seed. FV number 9 beating out MF number 8. And KC beat number 10, beating out Nat, which is number 7. We could be seeing the same here on FV on 808. Maybe this trend does keep going on. It's an amazing season with a lot of upsets on our way.
Anyways, thank you. I'm Domo, here co-casted here by Gojira.
Gojira.
And this was a wonderful night of Apprentice playoffs. We wish you all a very good night from VDC.